All right. Now this is another clip I'm about to show y'all dealing with the Darrell Brooks trial, and I'm just showing you the trickiness of the prosecutors and the judge because they all working together. Don't ever get it twisted. Don't ever get it twisted. The judge and the prosecutor is working together. They trying to bring them charges against the so-called defendants. You know what I'm saying? And you know, being the seriousness of this situation, like I mean, I'm not gonna front. I can see how and why they doing this too, because they like, yo, this nigga ran over, allegedly ran over 76 people with a car. Like, yo, they not letting that shit slide. They not taking that lightly. They gonna do all the tactics they can to try to hang this black man. You know what I'm saying? This melanated man. So you already know how that go. But so like that's why I say I'm gonna put my disclaimer. I'm not stating whether he's guilty or not or whatever, da da da. But I just want you to see the trickiness, the tactics that they use. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes if you may be innocent, still be aware of these tactics. You know what I mean? So here we go. Like right now, what she's about to do is see, because the whole trial, right? He's been arguing subject matter jurisdiction, and he's been constantly stating, Your Honor, you never stated the subject matter jurisdiction for the record. Are you going to state it for the record? And she's like, oh, da da da, we're not addressing that. Da da da. She kept saying that the whole trial. You know what I'm saying? He's been challenging subject matter jurisdiction. But just to understand the thing, though, in any kind of case, the major thing that they would have is subject matter jurisdiction, for the fact that as soon as you file any paperwork in that court on your behalf or in your defense, they have subject matter jurisdiction over that that matter that you subjected to the court. You know what I'm saying? Your petition is subject to the court. So they look at the matter in what you subjected, and they have jurisdiction over that. Understand? So that's one thing that, like, you could challenge personam jurisdiction, you could challenge territorial jurisdiction, but once you're in that court talking about whatever, they have subject matter jurisdiction. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But however, he's been challenging that the whole time. And the reason why the judge has basically just been denying him and overlooking him, like, yeah, whatever. Like, because basically they know, and even if you try to challenge personal jurisdiction, like, they got him in custody. So they have jurisdiction over his person. That's the way they seeing it. Like, nigga, you in our court. We got jurisdiction over you. You could talk all that, yeah, whatever. We got jurisdiction over you. See, and this is why, once again, let me put my little sidebar in. People need to come to USAR, United States of America Republic, and repatriate into their government so that they can have a government that represents them. So when you go in the courtroom, it's your government versus their government. And guess what? Article 15, or is it Article 18 of the USAR Constitution, United States of America Constitution? Look that up. Excuse me, United States of America Republic Constitution. This is USAR, USAR, United States of America Republic. Look up their Constitution, study their Constitution. In Article 18, it says about state sovereignty. And it says that no sovereign governmental entity shall rule over another sovereign state government entity. You know what I mean? So basically they have their own separate jurisdictions. But if you're a so-called individual who's considered to be a ward of the state, like they gonna bring up his state ID and all of that stuff. They say they found the state ID on him when they arrested him and all of that type of stuff. That's the stuff that makes you subject to the state. That makes you state property. Them state IDs and all that, we got to get rid of them state IDs, y'all, and only carry it when need be. You know what I'm saying? Because once you hand that over to a cop, he has jurisdiction over your person and over your territory, because the address that's on that, that's why I got a PO box on my ID. Really smart, y'all. I have a PO box on the ID. So it's like, well, you don't live in a PO box. Exactly, motherfucker. So that's just for mailing purposes, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so but let me get into this, right? So she's about to say, now this is the tricky part that she's about to say now. As far as, like I said, him trying to keep arguing subject matter jurisdiction and keep trying to deny, like, the charges, or saying, oh, well, these charges, you're not bringing them against the proper person and all that good stuff. She's about to use a tricky tactic by mentioning all of the counts and then saying one extra. But she's doing this on purpose. So then when he say, no, it's not 77 charges, it's 76 charges. He just admitted that he understands that there are charges being brought against him. That's subject matter jurisdiction right there. See what I'm saying? So they tricked him. They tricked him. Sometimes you don't even got to say shit. Just let them say what the fuck they say. Whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't fall into their traps. Because this was the trick. Now listen, y'all.
So, what are the charges against Darrell Brooks? Thank you for your patience in listening to the jury instructions.
Which was some
They
bullshit.
must be read for each and every count. But sadly, they can be summarized very quickly like this, as far as the actual counts. Counts 1 through 6 are first-degree intentional homicide while armed with a dangerous weapon.
Which was the car.
Counts 7 through 67, first-degree recklessly endangering safety while armed with a dangerous weapon.
Why didn't they say operating a motor vehicle?
74.
They didn't say operating a motor vehicle because they're making it seem like the motor vehicle was the dangerous weapon that he used to, run these people over or whatever.
Hit and run causing death.
So now the car becomes a weapon. You know what I mean?
Counts 75 and 76, bail jumping, and count 77, battery.
Whoa.
See?
Mr. Brooks, what is
Now
your
peep
objection?
that. See? Look, see the way she smiled? Because she already knows. See, I got him. I knew he was going to say something about that. So now when he says, no, it's not 77 counts, it's 76 counts. Now she knows she got him to admit that he understands the subject matter jurisdiction, which is the charges being brought against him. See what I'm saying? So they tricked him. See? Now he thought he just wanted to clarify something, but he really put his foot in his mouth by even acknowledging what she said.
It's mischaracterization of the charges.
That is correct. It is sustained. It should be count 68 through 73, I believe, and then
Right.
74 through 75, and then 76.
See, look, see, you see that? Look at the judge smiling. Look at her smirking and smiling, cause she knows. Yeah, you just fucked up now. You've been trying to talk that subject matter jurisdiction shit this whole time. We got your ass now. See what I'm saying? Gotta pay attention, man. You gotta be real careful. The tricky words play and all of that, man.
I do apologize for my math skills.
See, I have my math skills.
68
Bitch,
to
you knew what you was doing. See, look, and she
70.
looked at him with a long smile. You seen that? Like she's getting sad because he been challenging her this whole time. He didn't even turned up on her like, yo, you don't tell me what to do. I'm a grown ass man and all that shit. So she's tight. She just been waiting to the end of this trial to stick it to him. You know what I'm saying? So really, another thing he needs to acknowledge is her malice intent. You know what I'm saying? She's getting personal about the situation, not understanding that, of course, this man is going to be mad. His life is on the line. He's being tried with all of this shit against him. Of course, he's going to object. Of course, he's going to be maybe upset sometime. Of course, he's going to challenge the procedure. And he has to. It's his life on the line. She acting like she don't understand that shit. Like he's supposed to just be stupid like all the uneducated Negroes that come in their court that don't know shit. This brother was speaking very intelligent for himself and all of that. And they be mad about that shit when you got nigger knowledge. They don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you seen that smile she just gave him, right? Because she know, yeah, nigga, we got you now. Talking all that subject matter jurisdiction shit. We got you on that. See? So be careful, y'all.
74 and 75 are bail jumping, and 76 is battery. I apologize for that misstatement.
See? Look at her
We're
smiling.
going to talk about...
Why is she taking personal pleasure in this? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Because she know. He like I said, he done turned up on her plenty of times during the trial and all of that. Put her in her place, had her looking stupid because she know she been doing shit mad, like tricky and unprofessional just to try to, make sure these charges stick. Because she sees he's studying case laws, he's bringing up case laws and everything like that, and stuff that she has to consider as a judge. And he's been constantly letting her know you're a public servant. You have a duty, you have an oath to uphold. So you actually have to protect my constitutional rights. That's actually her job. She's a referee, not the plaintiff or the defendant. She's supposed to make an interpretation based upon the evidence. But she, as you can see, her smiling and smirking, she's gotten very personally involved in this case, in this trial.
Counts 1 through 67 in detail. Counts 68 through 73, hit and run causing death, in my opinion, are easily summarized as this. He never stopped. Never. Bail jumping, he was out on bail for 2 files in Milwaukee County, facing felony charges there. He was ordered to not commit any further crimes. If you believe he was involved in any of the conduct charging counts 1 through 67, you should find him guilty of bail jumping. Battery, that relates to the split lip and black eye suffered by Erica Peterson. We told the story kind of backwards.
Oh,
We
really?
started with the battery for background.
Oh, or to make him look bad. So you badgered the defendants. That's called badgering. You badgered the defendants. You heard her? She just admitted to badgering the defendants. See what I'm saying? She just admitted to that. That's another, you know what I mean? Another violation.
First degree intentional homicide. You've seen this in our opening statement. You've heard it from Judge Darrell. Did Darrell Brooks cause the death of the victim, a victim? Did he act with intent to kill, meaning either the mental purpose to take the life of another or was aware that his conduct was practically certain to cause the death of another human being? Count 1, Ginny Sorensen. Count 2, Lee Owen. Count 3, Tamara Durand.
Oh, I got.
Count 4, Jane Kulik. Count 5.
And we ain't about to. Okay, bitch. Alright, so anyway, so. Yeah, so I just want to emphasize on that point right there. So, you know, the tricky language and the methods that they use, you know what I'm saying? So, once again, y'all, be aware, man. Be on point, man, because this is the stuff that they do in these courts, man. They mad wicked and they mad tricky, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta be real swift and on point with all of this shit, man. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna land my plane on that, man. I just wanted y'all to see this nonsense that goes on in the court. And you have to be very, very aware of these things, man, because this is what takes place. So, you know, be wise, educate yourself to the law and legal process, court procedure. Educate yourself on that. That shit could save your life one day. You know what I'm saying? Peace.